YouTube, it's So from So's Real Thoughts. I'm here live on both YouTube and Facebook. So I'm just going to take like 5 minutes to get things situated. Oh God. For those that are on Facebook, it's best to come to YouTube because it might poop out. But nobody's here yet anyways, so I think we're good. I feel like my cell phone setup is going to totally crash and burn. But we'll see how this works. Cool. Let me just get a little situated. Thank you for your patience. Okay. Odd. I don't know how to. Let's see. Okay, great. I don't know how. Okay, cool. Got it working. Hello, one person that's watching me. How are you? Okay. How's it going, you guys? I'm just getting things set up. Hopefully everything's kind of good. Feel free to say whatever you like. Cool. So here we are. It's already August, but I've been trying to give myself at least like a full month to catch up on whatever films. And so, yeah. Hi, Vivian. So yeah, it's August. I'm doing a July favorites for my film, and I feel like that's like enough time. I don't want to be like so late to the party, but it's just how things go. If you're on Facebook, it might poop out. Just saying. So head on to YouTube so you can join the conversation and whatnot. I guess we can get started because it's not very. Give me 1 second. Ooh. How's everybody doing? Hi, Sal. Oh, see, you know, Facebook really sucks because it always poops out. I don't know why, but it just does. It's ridiculous. So thank you for tuning to YouTube. Let me just try it one more time. I don't understand why this is such a mess. What a shit show, really, you guys. Hey, Facebook, you guys keep pooping out. I don't know why. Everything's connected. So head on to YouTube so you can join the conversation. So I'm just going to jump in because it's been a while. In the month of July, I probably watched a lot. But one of my favorite films, I'm pretty sure you can tell because I did a review on it, is Justin Lin's Star Trek Beyond. It's just one of those. Let's just say his last film, I mean, the last Star Trek, I forgot what it's called, but I didn't think it was that bad. It just, like, I think in retrospect, it seemed a lot better than it was. And then when I finally watched this one, I was like, wow, this is like a lot better than the last one, obviously. And it felt a lot different. Hey, Lance. It felt a lot different, and I feel like a lot of people were skeptical because Justin Lin came from the Fast and the Furious background, and people were like, "Oh, can he do it? Can he do it?" It's like he can do it, and he did it wonderfully, especially with Doug Jung and Simon Pegg writing this one. It felt really different, but I think I liked it for its like difference. I feel that Justin Lin's style is kind of iconic, yet like it's standard. You have like in order to build character development, you kind of need to go through all this, and then you head into the action like full on. And I feel like that's what he does beautifully. And so if you haven't checked out my review, definitely, I'm gonna have all the information of everything I talked about in the description afterwards. So feel free to check that like a day or two later. And so that was I had so much fun watching that. I know my friend Sal went to this screening where they had 3 screens, which seems amazing because you're like immersed in space. Especially this film feels like it should have been watched on that format. I think I just watched it either, can't remember, just on a really big screen. And I thought it was amazing. I actually watched it twice because I really liked it. And for me, I feel like that's a big deal because I never watch things twice. It's just, yeah. And so that was one of the films I found like great. Like everyone should watch this. It's amazing. It was kind of like Pitch Perfect, not the movie, but just in tone and like action sequences and acting. Although the only bittersweet part I really feel is I wish I saw Zoe Saldana a little bit more. I don't know if anybody else agrees, but I just want a little bit more of her. But what's her face? Jayla. Jayla was amazing. Like I don't know how long she like learned to do her choreography, but it's like the action with her in it was impeccable. So the next film, I feel like I've been watching a lot of Korean films, and there's been a lot coming into the US as of lately, and I feel like one of the most prominent ones, like because there's a lot, I'm not gonna just share any type of one, but the one that I felt like so captivated with is Train to Busan, which is Young Sang-ho's like first live action film. His film The King of Pigs came to AFI maybe 2 years ago, and I was able to interview him, which was amazing. And he's like really into animation, and his stories are all animated, but these stories feel so realistic. I feel that they have a bigger impact, or like I felt so much more strongly for the characters and the story than I technically would have had with any other live action movie, which is strange, but that's how well he did it. So he did The King of Pigs, The Fake. Actually, it was The Fake that came into AFI, and that's what I ended up interviewing him for. But both is like so brutally real and kind of in your face and amazing drama. And then so this was his first live action film. And so I thought it was like he basically took the tired zombie genre and like switched it up and made it like really fresh. You felt it right from the beginning, and it doesn't stop. People called it could be like World War Z / or meets Snowpiercer, which I'm pretty sure that a lot of people can get that comparison. Also, if you're just joining in, I'm talking about Yang Sang-ho's Train to Busan. It's a Korean film, and it's a zombie Korean film, which is shocking because they're not really into genre films. Anyways, so it was amazing. It literally, the action kind of, once the action started, it like didn't stop to the very end, and it kept you on your toes. And there was very innovative ways that he added like aspects he added to zombies that you haven't seen before, and it was like I felt like on the edge of my seat, scared, shitless, and it makes you scared of zombie films again, because honestly at this point I'm like so done with zombie films that it feels like it would take a lot more, and I feel like this really did it for me. Um, Let me know if you watched it or anything, or watched any of these other ones. Yeah, I feel like if there's been a lot of Korean films like the last one I talked about. Shit, I can't remember. You're gonna have to go back to my June film favorites, and there was a Korean film that I talked about then, and then there is this one, Train to Busan, and then probably the next film favorite will be Park Chan-wook's The Handmaiden, which is coming out in October in the U.S. So that's gonna be like he just never lets me down. So I'm like cool with that. For those on Facebook, probably tune in to YouTube because it might just go out. Just saying. So thank you for the people on YouTube that are tuning in. So this other film is one that made the most controversy, and I put it in my film favorites because I wanted a chance to talk about it. And I'm pretty sure you know what it is, and it's Ghostbusters. Pretty sure everyone's like, what the? But I went in to Ghostbusters like not really having expectations, and I just had like a lot of fun. I think the acting was great, the characters were great. The only beef I really had were not by anything else but Paul Feig's direction and writing. It feels like he doesn't know how to balance or like get to the point, and he's just adding so many things, and so it really felt so drawn out, and I think it could have been structured better so all the comedic timing and the jokes kind of like pulled through, because I loved all these characters and what they were all about. It's just we need to give them a little bit more momentum, it feels. Other than that, yeah, I didn't have too many problems with Ghostbusters like everybody else. I feel like people have way too much like ties to things, which I understand. I'm like all about nostalgia and like I guess if you were to take it, if they were to make Fight Club, I'd be completely offended. If they were to make Fight Club with like women, I guess it's a gamble because I do really love Fight Club and I don't want it to get remade. But if it had to and it was women, I want to be like so against it because eventually like everything's gonna get remade. I heard they're remaking Mary Poppins. Like that's like one like don't touch that classic, you guys. So at this point I'm kind of like, whew. If you see my Ghostbusters trailer reaction, everyone's like, don't read the comments, but read the comments. You can kind of get a sense of the audience out there. But somebody, Debraj, I'm sorry, I'm butchering your name, asked, do I like Paul Feig's previous work? The only work I really, really, really love of his is Melissa McCarthy and Spy. Like that was, besides the fact that like I feel like comedy done right is when you don't make a joke at the expense of other people. That's when you're like, oh, you suck at comedy. That's what bad comedians do. And so I didn't like how they kind of stepped over other people to like get their punchline. But regardless of that, I loved Spy. I never laughed so hard last year because it came out last year and it was amazing. Like I thought it was so great because Bridesmaids was good, but I didn't laugh out that hard. It was great, but it wasn't like Spy level. I think Spy really showcases what Paul Feig can do and Ghostbusters wasn't his best work. Take out Paul Feig and maybe put somebody else, it would have been a lot better. I don't mind it. I didn't mind the cameos or the nostalgia factor because I really think it added so much to the story. And it's just fun when you're like, aha, like I remember that, or such a great throwback. I loved those scenes where all cast members came out, and it was just like, insiders know and new people, they should know, but will know later on. So those were technically my 3 film favorites. I did end up going to Outfest. Outfest is LA's biggest LGBTQ plus film festival, and I got to see Andrew on Spa Night. He's a great friend of mine, and it's amazing. It's out in both LA and New York, so if you get a chance to watch it now. It's like, it hit me so hard, considering that it came from a Korean American perspective, and he really delves into how to balance being both Korean American and being gay, queer. And so it's such a beautifully made film. And the other film that I got to see at Outfest was Kiki. If you remember Paris is Burning kind of shows you, I think in the 80s, the drag scene. And so Kiki kind of takes you how that same drag scene is, how that is now. And it's just as vibrant. There's great characters, and those are 2 films to follow. Spa Night, Kiki. Great LGBTQ films. Oh, okay. At Outfest, I did get to see Natasha Lyonne. Yes, but also, shit, I totally am spacing out. Natasha is in a new film with Clea Duvall, who, if you don't know, I feel like she's, for me, the most iconic from like The Faculty in the 90s. Well, Clea Duvall is coming out with her first directorial debut feature called The Intervention, where she reunites with her "But I'm a Cheerleader" co-star Natasha Lyonne. And I think it's out now. It's so much fun, and there's so much heart, and I just thought everything worked really well. And for a first time filmmaker, I know she was an actor like so long ago, or she still is. I thought it was really well done, and everything was pretty knit tight. If you're just joining in, I'm talking about Clea Duvall's The Intervention, which I ended up watching at Outfest, and that was amazing. Ryan Sand says, she rules. Just did a voice on Steven Universe. I've been wanting to watch Steven Universe for a very long time. My friend Helen actually did the animation for it, I think, a couple seasons ago. But it seems a lot of fun and like my vibe. So I definitely have to, I don't know how to watch Steven Universe without like pirating it or something. But yeah. So Outfest is done, but definitely go out. July is all of Outfest, and I just had such a good time watching these 3 films. I will list everything I watched and all my film favorites down below. So tune back in like a day or 2. And so, Natasha, thank you, Ryan. I guess that's kind of about it, but I did want to give a shout out to Swiss Army Man, because that was the one film that I wasn't able to watch, sadly. I was like trying to pack everything in and trying to see everything, and I've been hearing about the Daniels. I love the Daniels because they did Little John's Turn Down for What video, and it's probably the best music video I've ever seen, like ever. It's hilarious, and it's like really pitch perfect. And so whoever watched Swiss Army Men. Please let me know what you guys thought about it, because I hear it's amazing. Eventually, I'll get to watch it, but as of now, I think I'm gonna have to like. That is what I watched in July. Cool. So I've been trying to format how I would do my live streams because they're so fluid. And so I thought, why not? I have like an announcement portion, but I don't really have any announcements besides like probably what I did before, which I made a short film for interpretations called Blue Paradise, and I thought it was a great exercise. You should definitely check it out on my channel. I guess this portion, you guys can ask me whatever you want, and we could just hang out. God, that was like a lot of movies, but I feel like I could have talked a lot more. I'm probably gonna stop because I'm trying to give it like 30 minutes. So yeah, let me know what your favorite July films were. Ask me any questions now. I'm pretty excited. I'm already halfway into all my August films, and it's been a good month. There's a lot of things I watched. I probably could watch a little bit more, but that's about it. I'm really excited for September in general because I'm thinking September's like my chill month. Like I'm gonna watch a lot of movies, but I'm in like a stink where I just need more inspiration. So I think I'm gonna turn to watching more Criterion films and older films and things that I probably could get more inspiration from and learn a lot from, and probably just live at Cine Family because I go there all the time. I did go and watch Andrzej Żuławski's On the Silver Globe, which if you don't know him, he's amazing. I've been trying to watch all of his films at Cine Family because they're having this huge retrospective, but I had this huge deadline, which I'm like trying to keep like really hush hush because it's really exciting news. So if anything gets confirmed, definitely let you guys know. Ryan Sands, anything coming up at TIFF or NYFF, New York Film Festival, that I'm stoked about? Did I watch Neon Demon? So many things. Ping Pong Kimchi says, did I watch Neon Demon? If you go to my June favorites, I did talk about the Neon Demon. So you can kind of go there and look into what I said about it. Nicholas Winding Refn is an interesting filmmaker, and despite our differences sometimes, I definitely would love to see more of his films. At TIFF, there's so many things. I'm glad that they're showing The Handmaiden at TIFF. Lions, starring Dev Patel, looks amazing with Nicole Kidman. Shoot, there's so many at TIFF that it's kind of intimidating. TIFF is like the one festival I haven't been to yet, and they're just massive. It just feels like there's a little too much at TIFF right now. But I will actually, tune in a couple days and check this video, and I will list down all the films at TIFF that I'm really excited to watch. Ryan Sands says, my friend Dash, who is a cartoonist, has an animated feature debuting at TIFF. My entire high school is sinking into the sea. Cool. The thing about TIFF is that they don't mess around. They're really taking the best of the best of the best. So if your friend's film got accepted, like, congratulations, because that is such a feat. They're really taking masters of film as of right now. Oh, Andrea Arnold's American Honey. I think that's going to TIFF and Fantastic Fest, which you should also tune in for. Fantastic Fest is amazing, and that's like another festival I would love to go to. yeah, I can talk about film festivals all day. So I'm gonna thank you so much for listening and watching. And share me your July film favorites or film favorites in general. Any recommendations you would want me to see in the month of September, because I'm really going to take September to just watch a lot of stuff. So as a recap, I said July film favorites. I saw Star Trek, Train to Busan, crazy good Korean zombie film, which is so rare. I talked about Ghostbusters. I got to go to Outfest and watch Andrew on Spa Night, which is out in LA and New York right now, as well as Clea Duvall's the funny and very poignant film, The Intervention, which I loved. And then the drag queen scene in New York, which is a take on Paris is Burning, but an updated version to now, called Kiki. And so, yeah, that's all. There was a lot going on in July. Anyways, thank you guys so much for listening, and I shall talk to you guys later. Bye.